Welcome to today's adventure. Get ready to witness some incredible machinery in action as we dive into the world of logging and heavy-duty equipment. Let's get started. This is a nightmare. The truck is struggling to stay on its wheels with such a heavy load of logs. One wrong move, and it all comes crashing down. The slippery mud and weight of the logs make this an incredibly tricky situation. What's about to unfold is nothing short of intense. These massive logs are being sent into the river, but what's next in their journey? Brace yourself. This is just the beginning of a powerful process you won't believe. This Isuzu truck was moving just fine until a stone stopped it cold, flipping the back end with the massive load of logs.
Regresa la dirección un poquito.
It's the ultimate David versus Goliath. This tiny figure standing against the massive tree seems impossible, but with skill and determination, he's taking down this giant.
Just looks like, hey, had it quick for aim a couple times.
At first, this truck seems too fragile to handle such a massive load of wood, almost like it's being set up for failure. But watch it defy expectations, effortlessly powering through and proving just how strong it really is. While everyone else is wisely stopping at the mud pit, this truck decides to take the risk and power through. It's a bold move. Let's hope it pays off and doesn't end up stuck in the mud.
Pega bruta. Vai embora. Vai embora, vai embora. Galera.
The logs just keep on rolling into the sea. It's like a never-ending cycle, with the logs being pushed off the dock and into the water, ready to be transported wherever they need to go. Under the scorching sun, this truck is cruising downhill like it's finally heading home after a long day. The load of logs? No big deal. It's almost like the truck's saying, "I've survived the uphill battle, now I'm just coasting to my victory lap." No hill too steep, no corner too sharp. This truck is powering through a tight 90-degree turn with a massive load of logs, and even the smoke from the engine can't stop it. Meet Mike, the master of reverse parking. With a load that seems lighter but a road that's anything but, Mike's doing the dance. Back and forth, just to get through. It's like a game of how many times can you reverse before someone loses their patience. Looks like Mike's winning for now. The road's been washed away, but that won't stop this truck. With determination, the driver is forging ahead, navigating through the water like it's just another obstacle. Here's a real mud wrestling match. Only, the truck's winning. It's like the driver's thinking, who needs a clean road anyway? Meanwhile, the truck's just breezing through the mud like it's taking a stroll in the park. Guess that's one way to get your wheels dirty. It's like a convoy of trucks hauling logs, and you can just imagine the truck's moms calling them. Are you driving safely? Don't forget to take breaks and remember, no speeding. These trucks might be tough, but even the mightiest need a little love from home. leftover branches. They're not going to waste. This machine is about to shred them into nothing, turning what was once unwanted into something useful. The power of this machinery is truly impressive. The trees are holding on tight, trying to keep the forest intact, but this beast of a machine isn't backing down. With its sheer power and massive tires, it's pulling those logs out like it's no challenge at all. Nature might try to resist, but the machines... Tired of the muddy ground, this machine decides to take the plunge and roll right into the water. Who needs dry land when you've got wheels that can handle anything? This is one bold move. The Cat excavator is taking on these stubborn tree stumps like a pro. It's using all its strength to grab and move those tough roots, making what seems like an impossible task look easy. A true powerhouse at work. looks like the machine is dancing with the logs behind it. With those massive wheels and powerful movements, it's almost like it's performing a routine, effortlessly hauling the heavy load while showing off its strength. Who knew logging could look so graceful? With this heavy-duty excavator, it looks like this machine could easily lift at least 4 massive logs onto that truck. Talk about muscle. It's like watching a giant reach down and effortlessly load up the wood, making the task look like a breeze. Watch as this powerful machine effortlessly lifts multiple logs at once, stacking them with precision. It's like a giant claw game, but way more impressive, and with logs instead of toys. This truck's hauling a massive load of logs, but watch out. It's kicking up dust as if it's in a race. With the back end loaded like that, it's almost like the truck's saying, "Try to keep up." The raw power on display is impressive. This Peterbilt truck is absolutely tearing through the snow like a force of nature. With a monstrous load of logs, it's not just driving. It's bulldozing through, leaving a trail of smoke and proving that nothing can stop this powerhouse. This truck is defying the odds. Climbing that slippery hill with a heavy load of logs, you can feel the tension with every move. It's a heart-stopping moment, but somehow it powers through. Now that's what I call raw strength and determination. The truck's extended axles are working overtime, and the smoke coming from the tires is a clear sign of the struggle. The sheer weight of the logs and the tight turn are testing the limits of this beast, but it's pushing through like a true workhorse. This machine is a master of balance. It's cruising effortlessly over a pile of logs, showing off its incredible precision and skill. It's like walking a tightrope, but with wood instead of wires. This is logging at its finest. The logs have arrived at the beach for their next adventure. They're being carefully unloaded, ready to be submerged in the water for the next phase. It's amazing how these logs go from the forest to the beach, making their way through this complex process. This truck is playing a game of reverse and repeat. The mud is thick and the turn is brutal, but the driver keeps powering through, shifting between reverse and forward like it's a dance. The logs may be heavy, but this driver's persistence is even heavier. The truck is hauling an unimaginable load, and with the black smoke rising in the air, it's clear this is no easy task. The sheer weight of those logs is pushing this beast to its limits, but nothing's stopping it from powering through. While others struggle to move forward, this truck is taking the risky route, going in reverse through the thick, sticky mud. It's like a game of will it get stuck? But this truck's determination to power through is truly something to behold. With precision and skill, the logs are being carefully stacked in neat rows, ready to be transported to the sea. It's like watching a masterpiece being created as the machine arranges the logs with perfect order for their next journey. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at the incredible world of logging, don't forget to hit that follow button. Stay tuned for more exciting content and amazing feats of strength and skill. See you next time